All right, welcome back. Now, I know a bunch of you're subscribed to a bunch of people. And I don't know how busy, how active other content creators are, but I feel like I'm very busy. I feel busy right now. So just bear with me. I feel sort of overwhelmed by the sheer volume of work. Okay, so I'm going live. I'm going making members videos. I'm going to pop in and out of here, and I'm going to forget what I've said from time to time. So just be mindful of that. I make a lot of mistakes. Hey, I'm human. I'm not an expert. I'm not a trained expert. I'm just a guy tired of dogs getting on here talking about it. Okay, and on this video, y'all see the thumbnail. I'm sorry, I have to delve into the mentality of these people, and I'm going to try not to mock them and be disrespectful. Okay? Dog lovers, I'm trying not to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I know, especially here in the United States, people are used to sarcasm, people being condescending. Okay, I am seriously not trying to come off like that in this video right here. I admit I do it sometimes, but I'm trying my best not to do it here. And I'm serious when I say that these people need help. They need help, and it's as simple as that. We're dealing with a population of mentally ill people. It's as simple as that. Now, we heard a whole bunch of specials and TV programs and experts say and talk about how mental illness is so rampant here in the United States, but you just leave it at that. You don't put out any suggestions on how to deal with it, how to make it better. And in response to putting out this information that mental illness is rampant in the United States, you try to reduce human interaction by pushing dogs more and more, as if dogs is going to make mental illness in the United States better. No, it's not. It's only making it worse. Okay, and it's sad that the everyday people have to get together and talk about it because the experts ain't talking about it. They're just worthless at this point. So let's get into it, man. I have to deal with the mentality, the insanity of these people. Shout out to everybody. E-Base in the house. Jeannie in the house. Gerard the King in the building. I hate mutts. Who else up in here? Sam Marshall. Shout out to Wish You Well. What'd I do with that? Shout out to Wish You Well, who, and I don't know how she did this. I've never seen this. I've never seen anybody do this. Somehow she donated $9.99, and it's in a comment section and just permanently embedded in the comment. I have never seen that. I don't know how she did that, but shout out to Wish You Well. Thank you for the $9.99. I've never seen that. Y'all gotta bear with me. I'm so cavemanish. There are some people who think I'm really computer literate. I am not. Look, I know SAP and stuff like that, but that's only because I was trained at my job. I'm very cavemanish and computer illiterate. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm not hip to. A lot of y'all figured that out by now. Right, but anyways, let's get up into this. I want to deal with not only these people going around on these media shows, but the media outlets themselves. Over there in the UK, they're dealing with this XL bully ban. So, why do you keep interviewing fans of XL bullies? This is to the media outlets. What is with you in that? Why is it constantly nothing but dog lovers that you're bringing onto the show? Why? Why not get the input of the people who won, who appreciates this ban, who wants this ban. Why not get their input? Has anybody ever thought about that? We don't only want to hear from the people who are against the ban. Why not give a voice, give a platform to the people who approve the ban, who agree with the ban, who maybe voted in favor of the ban? Nobody is talking about that. Because, people look at it as acceptable that they keep bringing dog lovers onto these shows. No, that's not acceptable. And they are exclusively bringing dog lovers. I'm sick of hearing or listening to these lunatics get on here and give their dodo moments. Nobody cares about that dumb nonsense. We want real information. At a time like now, the average person, citizen, wants information. People's minds are opening up to new information to learn more about dogs. They see this big uproar. Everywhere they look, people talking about this XL bully, dangerous dogs. So they want to hear the people who know what they're talking about. They don't want to hear no goofball nutter who's not really giving any information at all. And again, it's sad that we got to congregate together on a lower level in order to talk about the things that the experts should be covering for us. And with that said, let's get into it. I want to respond to this video right here that surfaced 4 days ago. 4 days ago. So far has 29,000 views, over 600 comments so far on this. Now let's listen to this.
The Dangerous Dogs Act has been around for 32 years. I think it's outdated. If we are going to now have to muzzle our dogs and have them on lead, it is going to lead to many more problems and a lot more reactivity within dogs.
He said having a muzzle on them and having the dog on a leash is going to lead to more reactivity in the... Now, we just heard that from a different dog trainer who said that putting a muzzle on them is going to cause them to attack people. What type of sense that make? Thanks for telling on yourselves, dog lovers. Thanks for reminding us of exactly why they should be banned. Putting a muzzle on them makes them want to attack somebody? That's not acceptable. They're sharing that information as if it's supposed to make sense. No, it does not. And if that's true, then that's all the more reason why they should all be gotten rid of. Okay?
And have them on lead, it is going to lead to many more problems and a lot more reactivity within dogs. If we introduce dog licenses and we introduce stricter consequences for people...
Now you heard what he said. Okay, the members, I just went over a different video of some other trainer talking about a dog license. That's because that guy who proposed dog license, he's really on the same team as this guy, right? The members, y'all know who I'm talking about. That older guy I just, what was it, like an hour or so ago, I uploaded a video in the members area talking about that older guy. He putting himself out there as an opponent to dangerous dogs, but in reality, he's on the same team as this guy. Yes, this dog culture is that deep where they have ops in different segments posing as opponents and supporters of the XL bully. Now he's pushing himself as an overt and open supporter. Now he is actually a breeder. He's a breeder and he sells XL bully. Again, why are you getting the input from people who sell these things? We all can safely assume that they're going to defend the existence of these things. They make their living selling them. So what makes you think that people want to hear from people like this? That's the problem I have. Again, that's to you media outlets.
Consequences for people that allow their dogs.
Stupid license won't do nothing, and that's why they keep proposing it. They know it's another worthless tactic. Just as worthless as only banning 4 types of bully breeds. Issuing licenses is just as worthless. You don't have complete control over no dog's brain. And sending people through classes is not going to enable them to have control over a dog's brain. So just shut up. Goofy nutters. I'm sorry. I'm being disrespectful already. But I hope y'all can understand why this is nonsense. It's dangerous and it's getting a lot of people hurt.
If we introduce dog licenses and we introduce stricter consequences for people that allow their dogs to be out of control.
Stricter consequences. Ain't nobody thinking about no consequences. Nobody's worried. You nutters ain't thinking about no consequences. You're not even aware of it. None of you are aware of how much you'll be fined because you don't care. Crazy. We're dealing with psychopaths and sociopaths. Y'all don't think about stuff like that. You don't think about consequences. Let me pause this. Let me digress since I brought this up. And this is a part of the live stream. I still firmly believe that psychopaths and sociopaths most accurately describes these people. Excuse me. Nothing else describes these people more accurately. And I'm talking about dog lovers. Primarily the lovers of large, vicious breeds. Okay? Almost exclusively, I'm talking about these owners of large, vicious breeds. These people are psychopaths and sociopaths more than they're anything else. Before they're anything else. They're before they're mothers. I'm sorry, dog lovers. I hate to say this. Before they are mothers, before they're fathers, before they're workers, employees, before they're citizens. These people are psychopaths and sociopaths. As psychopaths, they lack feelings of guilt, remorse, and empathy. I don't even need to get into this. Oh, you all know it. As psychopaths, they pretend to feel emotions. They have an inability to form true emotional attachments. Now, I don't know about tending to be successful, but whatever. That's relevant too, because I always point out it doesn't matter how much money these people make. They can still be a psychopath, as you see. So just because you're in the suburbs don't mean you're not part of this mentally ill group I'm talking about. I know many of you on your high horse with that. Oh, I make such and such per year. Shut up. Dishonesty. Now, I really don't need to elaborate on that. Manipulative behavior, narcissism, and superficial charm. Boy, that describes these people to a T. The lying, always trying to manipulate people, narcissism. Now, this is just a fact, man. I'm not reaching for nothing. This is what you experts should be pointing out. Y'all should be talking about this. Now, this really exposes how worthless our psychologists are, our sociologists are. Y'all are worthless if y'all not talking about this. As sociopaths, these people lack remorse, but they say that sociopaths can feel guilt and empathy in some cases. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'll take that. But that really doesn't apply to owners of large, vicious breeds, I don't think. So, to be honest, I think these people are more psychopaths than sociopaths. Some emotions are felt, but are shallow and fleeting. May form close attachments to one or few individuals. Right? Consistent irresponsibility and repeated violations of the law. Now, that definitely fits them. Constant lying and deception definitely fits them. aggressive and reckless behavior. Psychopath and sociopath most accurately describes these people. Now let's continue.
That's the only way we're going to solve these issues. It needs to be mandatory training for every dog.
Mandatory training for every dog. Man, get out of here. No, instead, why don't you train and teach people? Be wasting energy teaching no dumb dog. What is wrong with you? We're not dogs, nutters. We should not be expending that type of intellectual energy and resources on worthless creatures like dogs, creatures that we should be exterminating. Yeah, so miss me with that.
Stay. Come.
And listen to the music. This is really nothing but a dodo video. And that's what these people do. Why are you playing videos, having segments like this in recognition of a ban? All you should be talking about is how dangerous these things are. Which lets you know these media outlets ain't nothing but pro-dog nutters.
I've been a dog trainer for about 2 years. I'm the owner of Spartan Kennels and also the owner of 5 Bullies. This is Athena. She's just coming up.
And you a very small, skinny, little puny man who would be nothing but food as soon as these mutants decide to attack you. I can tell by looking at this man, he ain't nothing but about 140 pounds, if that, soaking wet. And some of these dogs might weigh more than him. So I don't care how responsible they try to make him look. He is just as irresponsible as anybody else in possession of these things.
2 years old. She's an absolute sweetheart.
People, this man is a lunatic. This is a true 100% psychopath. Crazy dude who is a danger to the public. All of these people are. That's just the fact.
Oh, come on.
And this is disgusting, nasty. And I don't understand why dog lovers don't understand. Why some people don't want no dog's face all up in their face like this. Look at this. Man, I would have, anything gets in my face like that, I'm going to boot you across the room. I don't want nothing unless it's a woman, my woman. What are you talking about? Nothing up in my face like this.
I've got 3 pups at the moment as well. They're about 20 weeks old. So you got Aries here, you got Nemo, and you got Phoebe.
Now you see that dog softly bit his finger, mouthing. It's because this is all food beggary. The attention they're showing him is all food obsession. That's why I cannot stand dogs. Nutters try to project this as good behavior. No, it's food obsession. That's all it is. Nothing special or sophisticated about these dumb mutants.
You got Nemo and you got Phoebe.
Yeah, it's focusing on his hands because that's where the food comes from.
I've also got Ghost. He's 2.5 years old. He's a lot
And
bigger
this is
than...
nasty and weird, and it's zoophilish. Okay? And this dude is 100% a suspect. A suspect. All right? And you ask my personal opinion, he is guilty until proven otherwise, until he is no longer a dog owner. I'm going to view him as guilty.
He's a lot bigger than Athena. I say bigger, he's a lot taller than Athena. She weighs about the same. Especially in the...
What? This very awkward, giddy dude is creepy as all get up. Creepy? What is up with this dude, man? I'm sorry. Let's continue.
Taller than Athena. She weighs about the same. Especially in the last couple of years, the popularity.
Yeah. This right is disgusting. It's unhealthy, it's unhygienic, it's disgusting, it's weird, and it's dangerous.
Rose drastically.
So listen, we don't want to hear from these people. We're sick of hearing from these people. Why don't you media outlets bring true, genuine opponents of these dogs? You don't want to hear from people like us.
And if you listen to the president of the ABKC, he says that there are over 100,000 XL bullies registered with him that are in the UK now. So they're an extremely popular dog. The breed was originally designed to be a guardian breed, and it
originally designed to be a guardian breed. Again, they need to make their minds up. Now, we just heard some other guys say they were bred originally to be companions, right? Now it's to be a guardian. Okay? Is it guardian, companion, or for fighting? Make up your mind.
consisted of 3 different dogs. So the American Pit Bull Terrier, the American Bulldog, and the American Staffordshire Bull Terrier. The original mix is...
And these are all bully breeds. Those are not pure breeds that he just named. Those are all a combination. Those are all mutts. Now, I don't know too much about these nasty dog breeds, but isn't that correct? The Pit Bull Terrier, that's not a pure breed, is it? It's a mix. It's one of these additionally mutated mutants. If it's a bully breed, it's more mutated. That ain't no pure breed.
So the American Pit Bull Terrier, the American Bulldog, and the American Staffordshire Bull Terrier. The original mix is probably not what we've got right now in the UK, because different breeds have been spliced in, which is down to bad breeding. But if we look at the...
There is no such thing as bad breeding, because there's no such thing as good bred dogs. There is no good breed of dogs. They're all worthless trash that should be driven into extinction. So shut up with that too. He getting on this kick with this nuttery.
The exact breed, they're just delightful. They really are. We can apply to the courts once this ban comes.
I mean, listen, man. Anybody who get off on living their life like this, I'm sorry, dude. Why are these people supposedly the pillars of society? We don't want to hear, we don't want to see these people. I don't want to be around these people. If you up in your house, you got a home like that, I don't want to be in your house. This is nasty, dangerous, disgusting. And this is weirdo stuff, man. Why is this being promoted as something cool? Dudes, fellas, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all look at stuff like this and you think to yourself, manly? You look at this as somehow macho, you weirdos? Oh, God. All right.
Comes in for exemption.
That's manly to y'all, huh? Getting licked in the face by a mutant. That's somehow macho. These dudes. Oh, man.
They're just delightful. They really are. We can apply to the courts once this ban comes in for exemption. This would mean our dogs would have to be assessed.
Oh, then he has to wipe the spit off his face. Now, y'all remember what I said about how they're really not into this dog nuttery, that they fight to live this lifestyle. They struggle and push themselves to enjoy it. Because if you're wiping this spit off your face, then you're not totally into this. See, the dog's not wiping the spit off their face. And it's crazy to watch stuff like this because you see, you're not a dog, you're a human. That's why you're wiping that spit off your face. It's because you're a human, right? So you're looking at real, genuine, primitive behavior, primitiveness. This is subhuman behavior in its purest form. Nothing else, no other lifestyle compares to this. No other lifestyle is as close, is as accurate of an expression of primitiveness as this. Nothing. I don't care. You could talk about low IQs all you want. This is the lowest of the low.
Oh, they really are. We can apply to the courts once this ban...
You really want to have that discussion. This is the greatest expression of a low IQ. It don't get no more accurate than this. That's right.
Comes in for exemption. This would mean our dogs would have to be assessed.
Okay, so he wipes that spit off his face, that nasty, toxic saliva, and then he starts to rub this dog.
If our dogs are assessed and they pass, we will legally
He starts to rub this dog.
own a banned breed, right?
Okay, now I think I'm justified to say that this man is a suspect.
So that doesn't then exempt us from the rules. So the dog still needs to be neutered, the dog will still need to be muzzled, and the dog will still need to be on lead. The fear in these people now, they're phoning me and they're saying to me, look, we're going to hire fields and stuff like that. I'm like, it's a great idea, it's cool. And they're even worried to do the training session. They're even worried to do the training session with me because they're worried that the police may turn up and take their dogs. Heel.
And again, these people, everything is fake about them. Remember, we're dealing with psychopaths and sociopaths. Dog lovers, I hate to put y'all on blast like this. We're dealing with people incapable of feeling and being considerate. Why would you even feel comfortable with animals living in these conditions? If you're truly humane and you truly love these things, how could you feel comfortable with these things living in these conditions? One thing we do know is that animals are not designed to live in enclosures like this, to dwell in enclosures like this. That's one thing we do know. Even though these are mutants, they still mutated animals. And there are no animals designed to be cooped up like that. Where's the humanity? Where's your love for dogs and all this nonsense? And that's why I say the anti-dog people, in my opinion, are more humane than you. Because it's better if you exterminate these things than to continue, having them live like this.
Me because they're worried that the police may turn up and take their dogs. Heel. Good boy. Heel. Because I want him at such a high standard.
You see how they tried to show him walking the streets with the dog to try to make him look like one of those responsible dog owners. Oh, let's give him an example of what a responsible dog owner looks like. And notice how they got him wearing these puffy pants, these all insulated pants to make it look like he weighs more than he actually does. I'm telling you, this man ain't nothing but about 130, 140 pounds. He's a very light, very small man. And I'm telling you, I know for a fact that dog can drag him. He does not have 100% control over that dog. He does not.
Heel. Because I want him at such a high standard, he's in training every day.
He said, because I want the dog at such a high standard, it's in training every day. Now, he actually spilled the beans with that statement, in my opinion. And I feel like what he revealed is about the dog culture is that there's no dog completely trained. They're all always in training. It's just like the medical field. You know how they say that the doctors are always in practice. Where do you practice and stuff? So what, do you practice your whole career? When are you done practicing? You're never done practicing because you never fully understand diseases, and there's always new diseases popping up. Well, dogs the same way. You never have complete control over the mind of these things, and they know it, and he just admitted it.
Every single day.
In training every single day because I want it at such a high standard. That's a way of admitting that it's never at no standard, period.
Every day. Every single day. Focus. Focus.
Now look how big this thing is, man. And it really is revealing how small he actually is. This is a small man, I'm telling you now, and he's short. He's skinny and short. So I know he doesn't weigh that much. Now, this is the big part about this. You see what he's got a ball in his hand. And he's really trying to get this dog to focus on him. And he's doing this because there's a small dog back here. So what is this? Isn't this what we've always said? That these trainers, all they do is try to distract the dog away from its natural instinct and desire to attack and kill. Look at this.
So you see now, even with dogs going past, you can see that he's focused on my ball.
He said, even with dogs going past, it's focused on my ball. No, it's not. Y'all just saw the dog looked around twice as he said that. Okay, let's back it up and listen again. Epic failure in this video, man.
Focus. Focus. So you see now, even with dogs going past, you can see that he's focused on my ball. I'll have a look. What's this? Yes. Come. Yes. Sit. I know you got that on my chin as well, mate. Thank you. You've got to be aware of what's going on around you.
So that's supposed to be a well-trained dog? A dog where every time a kid, a toddler, or a small dog goes by, you got to pull out a tennis ball and get its total. Basically, try to distract it, right? Make it think that it's about to get some food, because that's basically all he's doing with that tennis ball. Gets the dog to focus on the ball and to continue to give it treats when it focuses on the ball. That way he could do this in moments like this. Again, distracting it, trying to distract it away from its natural desire to want to attack and kill. There's nothing secure about that. That's not safe. That's very reckless and dangerous. And nobody should be doing that. Again, there's no such thing as a responsible dog owner. Anybody doing what he's doing is irresponsible. There's no way to own these things responsibly.
At all times, because they were very, very lovely. At least they put their dogs back on a lead as they were walking past. But there's a lot that don't. A lot that don't put their dogs on lead.
Now you see that dog pulling him, right? You see that dog stop and he stopped. That dog stopped him. This dog is more powerful than him. I know that. Just look at how this dog is yanking him around.
All times, because they were very, very lovely. At least they put their dogs back on a lead as they were walking past.
See how it stopped? The dog just stopped him.
A lot that don't put their
now
dogs
it
on
just
lead,
yanked them over.
and they
You see
don't
that?
have control of their animals. Leave. So you see he wants to engage. He wants to play. Right, nope. Right, please recall your dog. Please recall your dog.
Now look at how he had to brace himself. He has to use his whole body weight, and trust me, that wouldn't even help. Now, he has been confronted with another dog owner. This woman right here, this dirtbag nutter, intentionally let this dog off the lead. Intentionally. And now, in a moment where she's supposed to have control over it, she's waddling her way over. Look at her. Look at her. No, do it, no.
Easy.
See, this is the type of dog owner that gets punched. When you hear these stories about dog owners getting punched in the mouth, it's people like this because of stuff like this.
Leave it. So I remove Ghost out of the way. Come on, this way, please.
So her dog charges at this bully breed, and she couldn't prevent that. That could have been the start of a fight. She got the leash in her hand. She's just worthless. Having these people around, it does nothing to keep you safe.
Leave.
Look, it charged the dog again, and she couldn't stop that. Yeah, it's understandable that some people who are the victim of her dog violating them will walk up to her and punch her square in her face. This is what infuriates people. This is why people get sick of dog nutters.
Sit. Come here. Come here, boy. Come here, boy.
So pathetic, these people. And this is why this dog culture going out the window. You see, you could clearly see there's no regulation where there should be. Where when there's no regulation, it's a life or death situation. And you see this nutter just left this dog off the leash, right?
Good boy.
No, yeah.
Good boy.
I say, you know you ain't that crazy.
Good boy. Hey, Bubs.
So look at this. This is their special on the banning of the XL bully. What is this? What type of special, what type of segment is this? It's all pro dog. Now he's going to visit a dog, another XL bully that he worked with. What are you showing us this for? Trying to gain as much sympathy as possible for XL bullies. They can't even deal with one breed getting banned.
Hi. She met my dad first.
With the dogs?
With the dogs, yeah. And so...
Fell in love with them.
Yep. And she then asked for a bit of help with hers. She was a very reactive dog when I first met her.
And again, that dog does not appreciate being touched and rubbed like that. It's only you, the dumb, brainless, airheaded nutter, who finds pleasure in that. The dog doesn't. Just because you think it's a form of affection, it's irrelevant. If the receiver don't interpret it as affection, then you're not showing affection. That's a two-way thing. And I can't believe these people teach kids to do this. This useless, worthless behavior of petting a dog, where they talk about petting a dog as if it's some type of privilege or honor. Get out of here. Kids, y'all need to stop doing this. Your parents ask you if you want to pet a dog, you tell them no. You know, pet no dumb dog. And all you're going to do is put yourself at risk to be attacked.
Bit of help with hers. She was a very reactive dog when I first met her.
And it's still an evil, soulless demon.
But that was due to being attacked.
He said this dog was reactive when he first met it because that was due to being attacked. So when the dog is attacked, it goes around attacking others. Dogs are doing all the attacking. What was it attacked by? Another dog that it probably would have attacked if they hadn't attacked it first. Shut up, nutter. Nobody feeling sorry or sympathy for these things, man. Stop with your nuttery. Trying to put up a cover story for these things' aggression.
We did 10 sessions?
10 sessions, yeah, 10 sessions. It's my normal 10-session course, and we got her through it very quickly. They're very intense.
Now, you see this thing can still open its mouth. And I'm telling you now, it can still damage and rip and kill. This ain't no muzzle. This is supposed to be, this ain't keeping nobody safe. Now listen to this nutter.
Intelligent dog.
I'm a foster mum. Foster children can struggle with being gentle with animals due to...
She said, I'm a foster mom. Foster children can be aggressive with dogs. She shouldn't even be allowed to be a foster parent if she's a dog owner, especially the owner of an XL bully.
I'm a foster mum. Foster children can struggle with being gentle with animals due to their life experience.
They're not even supposed to be interacting with these things. You're not even supposed to have them in the house. Don't try to pass judgment, be critical of kids and how they interact with beasts you're not even supposed to have there. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all have a mental illness. You're a psychopath. You're a lunatic. That's the only way that I could talk to you the way that I'm talking to you, is if you were mentally ill. What is about that y'all don't understand? Y'all need to get help. Lord.
Experiences. I actually researched into the temperaments of the dogs around children.
Listen to this psychotic woman. Listen to this absolute lunatic who should have her license taken from her, and she should be arrested based on this video right here. Listen to this.
I actually researched into the temperaments of the dogs around children.
She said she researched into the temperament of dogs around children. You liar. She just said, listen to this lie she volunteered.
To the temperaments of the dogs around children, and specifically got this dog so that one of my foster children could be as rough and tumbling as she wanted to be, and the dog would be really good with her.
Wow. 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 She says she specifically got an XL bully because she wanted her foster child to have a pet that they could be as rough and tumble with as they wanted, and she wanted a pet that wouldn't attack the child. That's what she said. That's wow. Wow. And she's still a foster parent after making this statement. Like I said, this video's got over 29,000 views already. She should be arrested by it, and so should he. What type of lunatic, psychotic statement is that to make? Now you see why I made that thumbnail. These are truly mentally ill people. That's what it is. Wow.
And specifically got this dog so that one of my foster children could be as rough and tumbling as she wanted to be, and the dog would be really good with her.
Wow. That's over the top arrogance. That's believing that you got power over this thing's brain that you could no way even remotely have. That's arrogance through the roof. That's to the point where this woman needs to be arrested right now. Who on earth gave this woman, allow her to be a foster parent? What? Wow. I wanted my foster kid to have a pet that they could be as rough and tumble with as they wanted, and they would be safe. Wow. Slap.
And the dog would be really good with her. And she's actually turned into a sort of a therapy dog for my child, because when my child's having a bad day and she doesn't like to talk about her feelings, the dog will follow her up to her bedroom and lie on the bed with her, and she will cuddle with the dog for an hour or so, and then she will come down and she'll chat with me about her day. I would recommend them around children.
She said, I would recommend them around children. Let's back that up. She just flat out said it in plain words. I would recommend them around children. Again, why are you platforming people making statements like this? Why are you glorifying statements like this? Stuff that'll get you hurt, that has gotten several kids hurt, that gets kids hurt all the time, every single day. Thousands of them have gone to the hospital on this very same day that she made this statement. She said, I would recommend them around children. Okay, ma'am.
With me about a day. I would recommend them around children, where most people wouldn't. And if they go onto a ban list, me as a foster carer may be given a choice that I can't possibly make.
Wow. So they brought her onto this show just so she could say that she's a foster parent, that she got the XL bully for her foster kids, for the purpose of them being rough and tumble with it. And she said that she would recommend it around children. The disrespect could only come from a true psychopath. For somebody to be that disconnected from attacks that have happened. I mean, what do you think the ban is coming in place for? This is all about the people who've been attacked by these things. For you to be that numb, she shows no sympathy whatsoever for the victims. That is crazy to me. I would recommend them around children. Really, ma'am?
I would recommend them around children.
Well, but what about the ones that have been killed, permanently disfigured, maimed? What about the ones, the thousands, that went to the emergency room today? What about them? So what you're saying is you want that to continue. You want attacks like that attacks where The victim who's under attack can't defend themselves. See, if one of these things attack me, I can defend myself. I can swing. I can grab an object. I can pull out a gun. I'm much more equipped to fight off a dog attack than a toddler, than a 3-year-old, than a 2-year-old, than a 5-year-old, than an 8-year-old, 7-year-old, 12-year-old. And you would recommend these around children. Okay, ma'am. But you're the pillar of society, right? You're the people of high morals. Oh, yes, you're the friendly neighbor. You're the ideal citizen, right? Okay, whatever you say.
Where most people wouldn't. And if they go onto a ban list.
Oh, my goodness. 100% we are dealing with a population of mentally ill people. Dog lovers, just shut up, shut it up. I know you're listening, and I know you came prepared to refute and disagree, but at this point, you know it's the truth. And I'm curious to know how you feel if you've made it through this far in this video. How do you feel about knowing that you have a mental illness, and do you want to fix it? I hope you want to fix it. Start by getting rid of the dog. Get rid of it. Unbelievable. Matter of fact, let me share this. This was worse than that other one, that other special that they had. Oh, this was worse. This took the cake, man. This lady, a bombshell of a statement. Wow. Does it get any more inhumane than that? Jeez. All right. Okay, ma'am. Now, that guy we were just watching, he reminds me of this guy, doesn't he? A young man. Look at this guy. Look at him. See how fast he ran over there? He was right behind that dog. This man is in good shape right here. I can tell. I can tell he has been into athletics. He's played sports. I can tell by the way he darted over there. That man is in excellent shape. And you see, he lost control of that dog. A bully breed. No such thing as a responsible owner of dogs. No such thing. They're all irresponsible. We all know that. Let's stop playing games. And it seems like some people are trying to come to their senses. Like when I read these articles, I get hints that some people know the truth. They know what they need to actually say. Like this, for example. This surfaced a few hours ago. And when I read it, I'm like, oops, that was a mistake. It says, no XL bullies in Bournemouth, please. I don't know how to pronounce that. No XL bullies, it says. Notice how it says no XL bullies. Okay. Concerns have been raised about how feasible it will be to ban American Bully XL dogs in the UK. Look at this. We don't want to see bullies. Okay, now that's different. Now you're talking about all bully breeds. Okay? XL bullies are not the only dogs that are bullies, and y'all know it. The way that sentence was written out, we don't want to see bullies. So when I read it, I'm like, okay, finally, somebody is talking like they got some sense. Yeah, I don't know if I'm imagining it, but there seems to be more. Look at what they wrote. Pit bull dogs out on the streets with their owners. Pit bull dogs? Again, you're talking about all bully breeds. That's what you're talking about. More pit bull dogs Okay? This phrase right here, you're not even talking about XL bullies anymore. See how they talking in generalization? Recently in Bournemouth, it almost seems like a defiance against those who fear their fierceness or unpredictability. Now listen to that. Isn't that what we were saying? She said, listen to that. Read that again. I don't know if I'm imagining it, but there seems to be more pit bull dogs out on the streets with their owners recently. Isn't that what I said was going to happen? I said the banning of the XL bully is really a huge promotion of bully breeds. That's how it's going to function, as a promotion, where these nutters are going to say, oh, the poor bully breeds. Oh, the poor misunderstood pit bull dogs. Let's go out and show how misunderstood they are. So yeah, now the nutters who are already fans of bully breeds, now they want to go outside more. And now many of the people who did not own a bully breed, some of those people are going out now to adopt bully breeds. They're specifically going out looking to adopt bully breeds. That's what this ban, that was the purpose of this ban. Now they could probably get people to adopt these bully breeds out of these shelters that it's been overflowing all this time. So yeah, y'all not fooling nobody. We see what's going on. Dog industry. And look at what else she says. Okay, she said she's seeing more bully breeds out on the streets with their owners recently. Again, this article surfaced a few hours ago. She said it seems like a defiance against the banning of the XL bully. Yeah, that was the whole purpose. She said, look at this. They may not be the specific XL bully breed, which has gained so much notoriety and faces being banned, but they are nevertheless intimidating. Exactly. Why are they intimidating, ma'am? Because they're still deadly. And you know full well, based on that statement, lets me know y'all know full well that all the bully breeds should be banned, not just the XL bully. And to only ban the XL bully is stupid. Stupid and irresponsible. It's not something you expect out of a government of leaders. And that's why I know it's a con. When you get a bunch of educated people in one room and they're trying to discuss something, they're going to come out with the best possible solution. They're not going to make an error like this. They're not going to come out of that room and say, well, I think we should ban the XL bully for safety reasons. Don't tell me they're going to come out talking about banning no XL bully. If they're serious about safety, they're going to come out talking about banning fighting breeds. They're going to say, look, the breeds that have been bred to fight got to go. And that would be all the bully breeds. So they're not serious. They're all part of the con. They're all in on it. And boy, did they tell on themselves with this. So, hey, maybe this woman is being sincere. Maybe she sees the truth. And maybe this is a step closer to at least somewhere where they ban all bully breeds. Okay, you know what the time is. Ma'am, who is this woman? Is this I know this woman. This is that mayor woman. I remember her. Yeah, you know what time it is. Those bully breeds, those pit bull type dogs that you see out there, they can kill you. You, an adult, they can kill you. And so they can kill anybody else too. They can kill kids, they kill anybody. So a ban on XL bullies alone is stupid, and it's embarrassing. It reveals how dumb you are, how dumb your leaders are. Like, what type of bunch of idiots would just ban this type of bully. You've already tried that. You already banned 4 different types of bully breeds, and you saw it failed. So your bright idea is to ban another bully breed? You idiots. How long are these people gonna play dumb? You know, they're playing dumb and naive, and they expect for nobody to see it. You know, the general public, we have access to the internet too. We can communicate with each other too. We ain't stupid. Okay? The internet era is going to eventually work to get everybody in shape, to get people to smarten up. Because these large corporations, they're not going to be able to run game on us. You see, if the internet wasn't here, most anti-dog people would always just keep it to themselves. We can't get ahead if we can't even have discussions and talk about this stuff. So now that we have, man, it's a wrap. Y'all not going to be able to lie to us, run this nonsense. So yeah, you on the right path, ma'am. Ban them all. That's just a start. If you're talking about safety, banning all fighting breeds, that's just the start. That's just the beginning. Ban the dogs bred for fighting, and then sit back and see what the statistics look like, because you're still going to have dog attacks, fatalities in the works. Crazy part of society, ain't it? This dog culture is something else, and it's not going to last. Not being under the type of pressure that we putting on it. Right? Shout out to everybody able to join me. Man, I was able to cram a lot of stuff in a short period of time. I kept this under an hour, man. I'm getting better. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. I believe my allergies to dogs have gotten worse as I've been anti-dog, avoiding people, avoiding their homes and their vehicles who have cars. It's like the more time you spend away from dander and dogs, the more likely it is their dander will cause an allergic reaction. Now, I'm not sure about that, but that's what it seems like. Whenever I go around, like get real close to people, like my allergies are bad. I've never had this many problems. No. Right? So it's still early. Don't be surprised if I check back in later tonight. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff that I would like to talk about. Hopefully I can get around to it and be strategic with how I produce these videos. Be sure to share the videos. We need to get the word out. Big shout out to everybody leaving some hardcore comments on these channels, scaring the life out of these nutters. This is a scary part of the internet for dog lovers, man. You can see them. They'll pop up every now and then. They'll leave a comment from time to time. Yeah, we see you, dog lovers. There's been a lot of them that have found this channel recently, and they're keeping up, they're listening. But man, they have to be like, why do this to yourself? Don't follow this channel. Don't listen to me and read the comments. Yeah, if you're not going to just become an anti-dog person, you're just torturing yourself. God. Shout out to everybody able to join me for this live stream, and I hope to see you back on the next as we continue with this crusade.